police realized they had the wrong man. They arrested a hero, not a criminal, a man who saved lives, then watched the world call him a monster. You ever wonder how quickly the truth can drown beneath fear? How easily justice loses its way in the noise of sirens and flashing lights? I am Detective Drayk, and I remember the day the call came in. A bombing at a public event, bodies scattered like broken promises, and smoke still curling into a sky that wouldn't give answers. It was chaos, but controlled chaos, the kind that hides truth behind urgency. The press wanted blood. The public needed someone to hate, and Richard fit too easily into the outline of a suspect. Loner, strange, always present. Too present. Never mind that he was the one who first spotted the suspicious backpack. Never mind that he tried to clear the area. He matched the story they already believed. I arrived 2 days after the arrest. The case was moving too fast, too clean. Clean usually means someone's hiding the mess. I walked the perimeter, retraced the timeline, and something stuck. The bomb's placement didn't line up with the crowd flow unless the bomber wanted mass casualties. But if Richard truly intended destruction, why alert anyone? Why stay? They said he craved attention, but the recordings I reviewed told a different story. Panic in his voice, a man yelling, not performing. Then I saw the angle of the blast, directed away from the stage, away from the densest part of the crowd. A detail no one mentioned. Intent, not just opportunity. That's what separates a killer from a casualty. I spoke to Richard once, brief, off the record. He didn't beg, didn't plead, just said, "I did what I was trained to do." That stuck with me. The words of a responder, not an attacker, but the narrative had already sunk its claws into the public. He was guilty because he looked like he could be. Then came the real twist. A new witness came forward, anonymous, afraid. Said they'd seen someone leave the bag and walk away calmly. Said it wasn't Richard. The sketch was different. Subtler features, different gait, not a match. But by then the machine had already chewed Richard up. And when the FBI quietly retracted their focus, when the press moved on, no one apologized. Not really. It took years for the truth to resurface. Years in which Richard lived with a stain that never washed out. The real bomber was eventually caught, someone no one had suspected. And Richard, he never fully recovered. He saved lives and was punished for it. The worst wounds don't always bleed. Sometimes they linger in the silence after you've been called something you're not. Sometimes the system doesn't just fail, it betrays. And in our pursuit of answers, we forget that the wrong question can ruin the right man. Justice isn't just about catching the guilty. It's about protecting the innocent, even when they don't look the way we expect. Ever wonder how many other heroes we've buried under the weight of our own fear?